Hey, yo, what is up? Chinese Tech Tree is here. The new heavy tank line branching off from the Tier 6 Type 58 and ending up at the BZ75 Tier 10 heavy tank. And this is what it looks like. If you're new to this and you want to figure out how much XP it will take for you to get into the BZ75 at tier 10, we will explore this today. And starting with the Chinese, if you are from tier 1, what's going to happen is you're going to spend 35 free XP to research the tier 1 gun, and then you can immediately go into tier 2, spend 275 XP to get into tier 2, and then from tier 2 straight into tier 3, 1300 XP straight into tier 3, and then from tier 3 you need to pick the steward line, which you don't need any additional research, just straight jump into it. For 3200 XP you get into a tier 4 steward, but from there onwards you need to research the gun and the turret for 1200 XP and another 1200 XP for the turret, and then you can jump into a tier 5 for 16,000 XP, and then from 16,000 XP you need to spend another 1,800 XP for a turret, because you need to get to the Type 58 in tier 6, which is 33,000 XP will get you into a Type 58 tier 6, and from there you're gonna need to research the engines for that, which is another 11,000 XP and another 16,000 XP, and then it brings you to the new line of heavy tanks, starting with the tier 7, 56,000 XP. Research the engines for that, 13,500 and 19,000 for the second engine, straight jump into a tier 8 for 96,400 XP, and then on with the next engine, 33,500 XP. That takes you to the tier 9. You need to spend 169,600 XP to get into a tier 9, and then research engines again for 55,000 XP, and then finally 249,000 XP to get into a tier 10. Now, of course, if you have some blueprint fragments, it's going to cost you a lot less if you have blueprint fragments, but if you want to get into a tier 10 from a tier 7, let's say you already researched up to tier 6 Type 58 and you're branching out to the BZ58 immediately on the tier 7s, it's going to cost you about 692,000 XP to get into the BZ75 tier 10. If you are starting this right from tier 1, it's going to cost you 777,000 XP, 777,010 XP to get you straight into the tier 10. Now, how popular is the BZ75 going to be? I'll be honest with you, a lot of people are saying this tank is absolutely trash. Now remember, this tank does have 650 alpha. It does have heavy tank armor. When you are hull down using 10 degrees of gun depression, it might be difficult to hit those weak spots on the top of the turret. There is a massive lower plate here, but if you can hide behind some terrain, use your gun's 10 degree of gun depression, this tank is actually not too bad. For 650 alpha, you can do a lot of damage for every shot you make, but the word on the street is it is not a very likable tank. Not a lot of people are saying any kind of good things about it. So in my opinion, I think the general consensus is nobody likes this tank very much, but in case you want to get one, it's going to be 692,000 XP from the tier 7, but If you are going to research from tier 1, it's going to cost you 777,010 XP. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.